And it says we're live.
It lies.
Good morning, all. Afternoon, whatever the hell it is, wherever you are.
It's right at the cusp, I believe.
Yeah. So,
Oh, yes. Do this in the proper order. If you would like to keep the heat on at the blanket fort, please donate.
that's Ko-Fi.com, not Ko-Fi.lom.
Yeah, it's not long. And if you drink coffee, order from these guys. Let them know that you heard about it here, so they'll send us more coffee.
Yes, evening in Deutschland. Yeah, Tom, it's definitely evening over there. 5 hours difference now, 6 hours difference now.
I used to work off Zulu time and just Zulu time.
Yep. Zulu time makes it a lot easier.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Local time is Zulu time. Pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, when you're flying, Zulu time makes sense because you go across 5 time zones. It's like, what time is it? It's Zulu. It's
Yeah. My phone is making noise. I don't know why. Oh, it just let me know then that we're on.
Oh.
Bless her heart.
You actually got a notification.
I just got that was a
Damn.
notification. We were on. Fancy that.
Yeah. So anyway,
Greenwich -5.
Yeah. Yep. Greenwich -5 is East Coast.
I don't have to keep track of that anymore. I forgot now.
Subs need to know when the bright thing is up. Yeah, well, Rick,
that big hurdy ball of fusion in the sky.
Y'all were always a little different. Yeah, Tom, that was always a problem when you went in somewhere and the grunts worked local and everybody else was on Zulu. Oh, sorry, Wickle Red.
I got one.
Yeah. So anyway,
do we have an issue of the day?
Well,
I know we have issues.
Yeah.
No, we have subscriptions. But
Yes.
do we have an issue of the day?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll get to that.
All right.
The first thing is nobody knows what time the Navy was on.
They don't even.
Hey, we were on Zulu. Trust me. Tulsa time. Yeah. That's Tango. The GoFund or Give Send Go is closed. The raffles tickets have been drawn, and we are in the process of notifying the winners. It is not an instantaneous, everybody gets notified because people have to get their choice of prizes. So it's a decreasing list. Yeah, 15 minutes early. Thank you.
Oh.
That is on time for the Navy. So there is a set of people that are notified. They make their choices. The next set of people is notified. They make their choices. So that's where we are on that. And I would like to personally give a big shout out to Jen Hast.
Bless her heart.
Who has once again taken over the running of the drawings and notifications. I told her I'd be happy to do it. She says, no, I got this. I know what I'm doing. Yes, she does know what she's doing. So it's actually going much faster than if I was fumbling around trying to do it.
Jen is extremely organized.
Yes. And she also has her master's degree in accounting. So
bless her heart.
Yes.
Well done, Jen.
Yes. And she's gearing up for her CPA test.
Boy, she's just going to be, wow.
Yeah. Hey, Freeman, good to see you. And, okay, great. Yeah, accountancy does that to people.
Yeah, just look at Larry.
Yeah. Winners have to choose and reply with some dispatch. Yes, that is appreciated. The prizes are nice prizes, folks. And I just want to state one more time, this actually has absolutely nothing, zero to do with the Give, Send, Go. The raffle is a totally separate thing.
Frank, tell your IRS buddies quit sniffing around.
Yeah. And accountants have the work-life balance. All work, no life. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So
That does sound kind of familiar.
it does.
Yeah.
So I shut down the Give and Go when I had enough money. Because basically I was feeling guilty about asking people for money during holiday season. Shut down, had enough money, and I would like to state quite happily that the debts that I incurred over the last 2 years trying to handle this on my own have all been paid off in full.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all so very much.
And speaking of debts, that brings up a freaking issue.
And we're off.
Yes. This goes back to 2015 when DOD and Congress, in
Here
their
we go.
infinite fucking wisdom, said, oh, we don't want to pay the current active duty people all the BAQ they deserve. We're going to make them pick up part of the cost savings by only paying them 95% of their BAQ.
What?
Yes. Since 2015,
No wonder people are bailing on the military.
DOD has only been paying 95% of the allowed BOQ anywhere in the world for any active duty military. Basic allowance for quarters, Joel. In other words, how much money you get to go buy or rent a place.
Yeah.
And yes, Rick, it's utter bullshit.
Yeah, basic allowance for quarters, especially your TDY, someplace that doesn't have a base, which happens more often than people would think. BAQ is vital.
Yeah.
It's a lot like per diem, except for bunking.
Yeah. And the problem is that they've done this now for 7 friggin' years.
So now it's not 95% anymore. It might as well just be that's the BAQ rate.
Well, with the Republican Congress now, Republican House, they are pushing back on DOD to make them pay the full 100% finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we got some good out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, 1864. Yeah. Yeah, Rick, BAQ is when DOD doesn't have enough housing for the people that they station there.
Just to let y'all know, Jim is still crispy about the whole Atlanta thing. He left Atlanta with his coattails on fire.
Read between the lines. No, Kermit, they won't backdate it. Damn it. They should. Yeah. Anyway, this really torques me, to put it mildly. Yeah.
I'm not in anymore.
The bad part, like Rick says, new construction don't get base housing, so you got to live out in town. So some places, as Joel says, the rents are tied to the housing allowances.
I thought they all were.
No, there are places that weren't. Trust me. California being one of them. They charge whatever the hell they can get. Hawaii's another one.
Ugh.
I had,
again, never worked Pacific Theater. Thank God.
Yeah. No, it's not, Freeman. I had kids that worked for me when I was at Moffitt. 2 E6s with families. So between them, 4 kids that shared one 3-bedroom house because the BAQ was so low that they could not afford to rent a place themselves that was anywhere near decent. And there was no enlisted housing. They didn't complete the new enlisted housing at Moffitt until 1992, which was the year we closed the fucking base.
Kermit, he called Noah a kid.
Yeah, they were kids compared to me, Kermit. Yeah. Flattening Atlanta would make driving the I-75 easier. Yep. Yes, Rick, they also did, in fact, draw food stamps. Yeah, Tom, I can believe that down at Monterey because most of the people going through Monterey were E3, E4. There's no way your housing was going to cover anything down there that was halfway decent other than, barely above Section 8, if that.
Give me a sec. Ben, let me look that up real quick.
Jennifer at hastonline.com.
or not?
Yeah, yeah, Rick, I'm a few years older than you, so yeah, it was not fun. Yeah, what the hell is this?
Years.
Yeah, we're getting deviled eggs for Thanksgiving.
Centuries.
Okay. And then just added 3 more people to the Thanksgiving. God damn it.
So anyway, with consultation with my very sneaky lady and this crusty old barnacle, I've decided to pay my lawyer in 3 checks of 5,000.
Yeah.
So I will be handing him his first $5,000 check tomorrow when we have a discussion about the latest trip to he's running me through. For those of you who don't know, I probably ranted about this, but I feel like getting it off my chest again. A judge not over my case has ordered me to report to the probation office on December 7th, that being Pearl Harbor Day and all that. Probably should have rethought that one. For a pre-sentence investigation with the probation office.
Yeah.
Now, Laurie and I are going to have a discussion about that because I hold some views about walking into probation, probably with a lobby full of people I've dealt with, if not outright arrested in the past. I had issues with this. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I love your eggs.
Yeah. Torah. December the 7th. We'll have a problem getting airplanes, but we can handle the rest of it.
Jim remembers that day personally.
No, I don't. But I did lose 2 family members on the USS Arizona. So
yeah, Arizona.
Yeah.
And we're off on devil jokes.
Yeah. And Midwest Chick goes, "You can't handle a storm." And I whispered back, "At least I didn't lose it my golden fiddle to some hillbilly in Georgia." Oh, that was a good one, Steph.
Booyah.
Thank you. Oh, and I am feeling better. My back finally decided to unkink itself.
The devil whispered, my personal favorite, the devil whispered in my ear, "You can't handle a storm." And I whispered back, "What? I can't hear you. Tinnitus."
Yeah. I've been married to his little sister for 20 years. Tom, I hope you like that couch.
We'll get you next time. Wow. I love the fact that there for several years, the Queen of England used to send a birthday card to the U.S. Happy birthday from Mom.
Yeah.
To the U.S. every 4th of July.
Yeah, she was a crusty one. Hey, Cedar, Tom's just as normal as the rest of us.
You've met Tom.
For versions of normal, that is.
Tom is perfectly normal on the bell curve for people we know.
Yeah.
We know way too many people that have to check security clearances before they can tell a tale. We really do.
Stop in the middle.
Like, Secrets Act. Wait a minute. Okay, we're good.
Sanford, there's kinky and then there's strange.
There's kinky and then there's the chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get interesting.
Stop me if you've heard this one or if you're not cleared for this compartment.
Yeah. Yes, Tom is good people.
And that's a joke that a whole bunch of people won't get.
Yeah. Yeah. Next time we build Arizona, she's going to be made to come back up again. You are not cleared for this compartment. Yeah.
Oh.
Need to know, and y'all need to hear this. Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Were you there when?
Yeah.
Did you hear about?
What's bad is when 2 other people in the room start laughing. And you find it out 30 years later that they were there.
Or you're telling a story in a bar full of authors and being very careful to hide the location of the places you were being a miscreant. And some old fart pushes out from the table and goes, Aberdeen Proving Grounds, that was you?
Yeah. Yeah. And he truly had the deer in the headlights look.
Tom Crapman going, that was Aberdeen Proving Grounds, and that was you?
And Tom was smiling, which was even worse. Oh, yeah, Frank's not cleared to know.
Nope.
Uh,
No, he's not. That's right after he gets his second liver transplant, he's going straight to federal pen for
yeah.
violation of Official Secrets Act.
Yeah, Kermit, it was personal experience for you, and I was there and saw it and died laughing. Yeah, Rick, but you could tell the quality of the sub and the crew, whether or not all the screws were in the proper alignment. Tom smiling can be even more threatening than Tom staring. Yeah.
The Amazon Alexa division lost $10 billion.
Yeah.
Over what period?
Probably over the last year.
Wow. Years bad. 10 minutes? Worse.
Yeah. Make them the Crapmans with a bust of Tom doing the death glare. Yes. Oh, that does bring up something else.
Oh God.
Dragon Awards have dropped military science fiction.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Everybody knows that I'm a big fan of cock up before conspiracy. I really am. People just aren't that good at conspiracies. They really aren't. So, it's a lot of folks are, it's the creeping lurch of wokeism, or it could just be a whole bunch of volunteers that are crap at organizing anyway, and somebody had a good idea. Not completely, just somebody screwed up. Also, apparently, and listening to Larry, Larry has views.
Yeah.
Listen to Larry. The last Dragon Award, if not the last two, military science fiction voting was pathetic.
Yeah.
And I can't fault somebody if you've got a category. If you have a popular award and you have one category, nobody bothered to show up, I'd get rid of it too.
Well,
replace it with something that people show up for.
See, that's the question. Did nobody show up? There's been no transparency on the voting, the nominations, or anything else. And that was the one category where you saw a lot of indie authors.
Yeah, but I'm just listening to people on the, because you know me, I start deep diving on stuff and I get locked in, and I got locked in on the whole Hugo/Dragon thing. And so that's been up on my radar. I've been paying particular attention to it. Now, this last Dragon, there were a lot of calls. Hey, y'all need to vote. Nobody's voting.
Yeah.
Bye, spam risk. Eat a fat dick. I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? My bad. But again, I can't fault the Dragons for if you've got a sub-performing genre, turf it to the curb and replace it with something that will perform.
Yeah. Well, the irony is, Mill Sci-Fi is one of the stronger indie.
Yeah. And that might be what hurt it is indie publishers, indie authors can't drum up the votes that Tor or Orbit or what the hell ever can. I can't drum up the votes. You can't drum up the votes to get a Dragon. It's not going to happen.
No. Hell, would never even get nominated.
Hello.
Hello.
There's the mailman.
Here Here I are.
Here you is,
Yep.
and there you goes.
Terrorist watch list and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, huh?
Hey, just join us.
I
We're
know,
already
that's what I'm
there.
saying. We're all part of the same crew.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Don't know if y'all heard that. Our local mailman just came in and announced he's on terrorist watch list.
Yeah. Yeah. Canceling Mill Sci-Fi is a big middle finger to Ben. That's true too.
But is it, or is it just simply a fact it's an underperformer?
Well, when you look at the other publishers, Bain is really the only one that's pushing anything Mill Sci-Fi.
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
you know, if it is underperforming, like what the hints were I was getting,
Yeah. Well, those are hits.
Yeah.
We have nothing provable. So
no. But
who knows?
I don't jump straight to conspiracy. This is weird coming from me. I don't jump straight to conspiracy when cock up is an option.
Yeah.
Speaking of, apparently the Swedes found traces of explosive residue in the
Yes.
sheathing on Nord Stream. So,
Yep.
probably not a hydrate.
Yep. And what I'm hearing is it possibly was PETN.
That wouldn't surprise me. You can
Yeah.
get PETN out of every World War II bomb out there.
Yeah, Rick, depending on who you talk to, it's either getting a bit stale or you're trying to find something different in the category. Oh. And yeah, good point, Brian. Who says it can't be more than one thing? And it is a niche genre. Yeah. That's
It is niche, and there's a lot of folks that don't read military science fiction.
yeah.
Okay.
About half of my readers don't.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm writing an 1870s Western to get them back.
Now, like I said, cock up before conspiracy.
Yeah.
Underperforming genre. And if you're a commercial enterprise like Dragon, you want to pull in the big numbers.
Yeah. And they can have the big numbers. I've never looking at it, I would never go after an award simply because A, it doesn't pay anything. And B, depending on the award, it would actually cost me people.
Well, the simple fact,
my impression.
the only award anybody should be going for, quite honestly, is the
Benjamin.
Benji Award.
Yeah.
The Benjamin Franklin $100 bills. The Benji
Yeah.
Award is the one you need to be going for.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. What did Sean say? Dick. Now I got a comment I got to go find.
But
Damn
it's
it.
it's way too easy these days to fall into the oh my god all conspiracy all the time.
Yeah.
Humans aren't good at conspiracies. They suck. They suck at conspiracies.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's just like anything classified. Anytime more than two people know it, forget it.
the Andy Jackson Memorial Plaque.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Tom, I love that story. It is going in the Twisted Tropes anthology.
I don't remember seeing a email from Tom Rognamy anywhere in my Malta anthology email. I must have overlooked that one from Tom. I'm sure it's there, right, Tom?
Sub MOA actress in the Wife's 243. That's not
Email was sent.
unexpected,
Okay.
Kermit.
I will check again.
Yeah. What's unclassed is manufacturer. Yeah, Rick, it's the manufacturing part of it is unclassed. It's how it's installed and how it's used that runs it up to TS. Three can keep a secret if two are dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rita's doing a deep dive on conspiracy stuff, and she's about as non-conspiracy motivated as they come. And it's interesting to see if you can take a 1 grain of something maybe plausible.
Yeah.
You can build, and the steps to build an entire cake
Oh, yeah.
around that 1 grain of plausible.
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes on all the time. Oh, that's nice, Kermit. iron-sided Husqvarna commercial Mauser.
Oh,
So Spanish built and built to tight tolerances. Just remember, if that is a light grade barrel, no more than 3 rounds, because the 4th round will go somewhere else.
yeah. The pencil barrels heat up quick.
Yeah.
And when iron heats, when steel heats, it expands and the muzzle tends to wander.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Next time we'll hand deliver them 5 1/4 floppy.
I think I might have a 5 1/4 drive somewhere.
And Differ goes, mine, no sharing. Oh, I thought Husqvarna was Spanish.
Swedish.
Swedish. Okay.
Swedish Mauser.
I'm thinking Husqvarna motorcycle. Never mind. Wrong Husqvarna.
Yeah. Humans, by and large, are selfish and stupid. Not that individual people aren't non-selfish and extremely smart, but people as a whole are selfish and stupid. Don't ever underestimate the stupidity of people in large groups. People in large groups are stupid.
Yeah, David, you're right. I'm wrong. What made me think Spanish was because when I was over there in the late 60s, there were a lot of Husqvarna motorcycles running around Spain.
I
And
didn't know they made motorcycles.
Huh?
I didn't know they made motorcycles.
oh yeah, they used to make good little runabout motorcycles and
Oh.
off-road bikes.
Ew.
And I remember looking at one at a dealership. The guy says, "Oh yeah, this is locally made." So I screwed up. No, my bad.
Yeah. If you have a large group of people, understand that the basic IQ, the standard midline IQ of that group, is the number of legs divided by 100.
Yep. Sarah says, "Do you have to assemble Husqvarna from a series of pictorial diagrams?" No, they came fully assembled.
I think they were. They got Husqvarna and IKEA mixed up.
Both Swedish.
Yeah, and
USPS was just hand delivered. Duck.
I was looking at the forecast for the
Yeah.
Midwest
Yeah,
for Rognaby's old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
And
that's
have
beyond chilly.
have I mentioned how much I like living in Texas?
Yeah, I'll take 20 degrees. I'll take 10 degrees. As long as it's a plus in front of it, not a minus.
I mentioned how much I love living in Texas because bugger that for a lark.
Yeah.
No.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Yeah, go talk to the people in Buffalo.
Let it snow, let it snow, let my toes fall off. Wait a minute.
40 below keeps the riffraff out. This is true.
Okay.
It also keeps anybody that's sane out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Buffalo got 6 feet of snow in 2 days, I
It's
think.
gonna be hard to throw a football through that.
Well, they didn't even try. They went to Detroit, which so rather than snow, they had to worry about getting shot.
We had a border collie, when that border collie was Smokey, when he was chasing rabbits in the sagebrush, you would see him bounce vertically and look around. He'd
Yeah.
bounce and look around and then take off, and then bounce, look for a rabbit and take off. I have this mental image of a wide receiver in a bowl bouncing up through the snow.
Buffalo is where they measure snowfall in meters. Yeah. Yeah, reportedly drifts of 8 to 10 feet. Oh, joy. Yeah. Sarah was disappointed they moved the game. It wouldn't have been a snowball. All you'd have seen was these lumps moving around.
Doing,
Yeah.
doing, doing.
And a ball occasionally throwing out.
I have discovered something.
Tom's comment. Minot's what happened when a Norwegian wife looks out the back of a covered wagon and says, "Ollie, I followed you all the way from Oslo. I'm done. You build me a house before the snow gets any deeper."
Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
Rita says Wichita Falls is where the wife said, "I'm done. I'm not going any further." Where was I going?
I don't know.
My fucking squirrels just lost their glow stick.
We have to
Oh,
pause the football game for a Zamboni.
And I lost it again. Son of a bitch. That's twice in a row.
I've
Oh, Yellowstone. Oh, apparently we are the only people who've never watched the show Yellowstone.
never seen it.
I've never seen Yellowstone. But I've discovered something. Apparently the ranch on that show has a very distinctive brand, like most ranches do.
Yeah.
And they're selling it.
Yeah.
And if you see a pickup with a Yellowstone brand sticker in the window, it's going to have California plates and an idiot driving it.
Ew. Yep. Okay. So now we got to figure out what the hell the brand looks like.
No, I don't understand. It's California. No, wait, it's somebody in LA or Hollywood. I don't care which. Idea of what a ranch is. I've actually worked one.
Yeah.
Granted, it was day work. It was part-time as needed, but I've actually worked on a ranch. I don't want some, I'm trying to be politically correct here. I don't want some shit weasel out of Hollywood telling me what ranch work's like. No, just don't. Don't.
Brand is a Y in a circle. Okay, that's good to know.
Circle Y?
Yeah.
Okay, circle Y. Anyway, I've discovered, apparently, you see that in the back window of a pickup, it's going to have California plates and a jackass driving it.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. The ranch they use for it's in Idaho, so naturally a Californian is buying it.
Rick says, do you think they would get ranch work anywhere accurate? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Point.
Exactly. That's why I'll never watch it. I mean, I don't want some shit weasel in Hollywood telling me this is how ranch work is. No, numbnuts, it's not.
Yeah. I would love to see some of those Hollywood types try to go work a ranch
Shit.
for 30 days.
Oh,
Hell, for a week.
Hell no. They wouldn't last 30 minutes. Pick inbound to Ian. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Hollywood Ranch is where they make those little made-for-TV Lifetime movies for Christmas. Hallmark, yeah. You think their meat comes from a grocery store?
I never got promoted away from Firewatch on my cousin's farm. I actually almost got a degree in ranch and feedlot operations from Clarendon College when I was working there. I was tempted. Didn't do it. Probably should have. I could be making a little bit more than I'm making now as a ranch operation manager. But
Oh,
no.
you'd be making considerably more as a ranch foreman, trust me.
Eh,
Yeah, they get so
I'd be
saddle
broken.
sore. Oh yeah, Kermit. That or try to get the steers out of a damn mesquite bunch.
Oh, speaking of, have you come up 369 recently?
Yeah.
Have you seen where they were plowing the mud and mesquite?
Yeah.
Have you seen what's out there now? Longhorns.
Yeah.
10 years ago, folks, I would see longhorns either at Palo Duro, up in the Wichita Mountains, or occasionally in a petting zoo. I don't know why anybody want to pet a longhorn. Although there's, the Wackles and their longhorn petting zoo. I still
ain't right.
I still think they drug those cows. Anyway,
Yeah.
apparently the last 5 years or so, everybody's getting into longhorns. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Biblically fun.
Yeah. Getting them out across timbers is
No.
not fun. No.
Brush popping longhorns is not my kind.
You milk a longhorn, you make a friend for life. Okay, Tom. You go right on down that road.
Major in animal husbandry until the day they caught him at it.
Yeah, it's a pointy yeet cow, all right. The son of a bitches will try to kill you in a heartbeat, especially if you.
Oh, yeah.
And cat's claw is worse. I will admit that, but thank God we didn't have much of that down at the ranch out in West Texas.
Ew. Yeah, Leota and Alex, the Wackles, Dreadnought Industries, have the Wackle Longhorn Spa and Petting Zoo.
Yeah.
And their longhorns, I swear to God, I've seen pictures. That's
Yeah.
about all I'm going to see because I've dealt with longhorns and I'm pretty sure that they have memories.
Yes, AJ, friends for life. for your life and a very short one at that. Yes.
It's the ranch I day worked. I learned to ride on an Arab and a quarter horse. My dad had this Arab that it was one of the 5 breeds, and be damned if we know how the hell he got it out of Saudi Arabia. But my dad had one of the 5 breeds of Arabs
Okay.
named Nashah. Nashah was he was a feisty little bugger. Paddy was the quarter horse, a lot more phlegmatic about the whole thing. I like Nashah. Learned to ride on those things in Nigeria, for God's sake. So the ranch I was day working on somehow picked up an Arab, and nobody would ride it because it was a tiny little horse.
Yeah.
Hell, put me on the damn thing. And for those who don't know, an Arab is a lot smaller. There are some pony breeds that are bigger than Arabs. Arab's a true horse breed, but Arabian's a true horse breed. But there
About
are
11
some
or 12 hands.
there are some pony breeds bigger than Arabs.
Yeah.
Arabian horses. I love that. It's smart, whip smart. Odd for a cattle horse. Really odd. Had some habits that were hard to break. Never did get broken, matter of fact. But he used to love popping longhorns out of mesquite thickets. Loved it. And I don't know why. The longhorns were bigger than he was.
Yeah.
He was-
2,000 pounds.
He was smarter than the longhorns, marginally. But it's, one of them take off into the mesquite thicket, and damn horse to take off. Whee, whee! Me hanging on for dear life. What the hell? And anyway,
Yeah. Tom, your horse, your size horse would start with a Percheron or a Clydesdale, which were war horses. So, you could put on your armor and you could put on your, get your lance and you could go out there and joust. And I can see Tom doing that.
oh yeah. No, actually, I can see Tom walking up at the beer afterwards and smacking somebody with a club.
Yeah.
Because Tom is not the jousting type. Tom is the battle axe and, gee, why is your monastery on fire?
Yeah.
Let me rescue the gold from it
Yeah.
type.
Oh, trust me, Tom, getting back on a horse at our age is not fun.
That's one of the habits that Arab had. Most when quarter horses are cutting, they sit back on their haunches and they bounce their front feet back and forth. What you do is when they start cutting, is you lean back, hang on, and let the horse work.
You lean back, grab the saddle horn, and hang on and get your feet as deep into the stirrups as you can.
That Arab, on the other hand, what he liked to do is plant his forelegs and swing his ass around. He could do a 90-degree turn on a dime. I mean, hell of a lot faster than. But if you were laying back in the saddle because you were used to quarter horses cutting, and you were leaned back and his ass in did 90 degrees with a quickness, he would launch you right in the nearest patch of jumping getches that he could find.
Loot then burn. Got it. Yep. Kermit, you're a kid. God, you're not even 40 yet.
Ugh. Definitely looking up a horse looking down going, what the hell, dude? Get back on.
Yeah.
We got things to do.
Oh, I did not know that. Drang. Rugerhauser raised Frisians.
Frisians are beautiful horses.
Yeah.
God, they're gorgeous. Mean.
Yeah.
Mean bastards.
Well, the Lepanzer.
Lipizzaner?
Yeah.
Oh my God, glorious to watch in action. They used to come through Amarillo once a year.
Well, they're war horses.
Oh yeah.
The Lipizzaner dance is a killing dance for combat.
They are definitely war horses. Lipizzaners are beautiful. Wouldn't get near one with a 10-foot pole.
He said, never on an Arab said they were too smart.
Arabs are smart horses. And they have a very definite, how pigs are smart and smart enough to know that, Arabians are the same way.
Yeah. Spanish riding school was a cavalry training operation. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Rogdenby, you would never see Tom on a horse. Now, in a long ship, yes.
Yeah, Nancy, that's true. Airs above the ground is a great way to clear a patch of ground in battle.
Yeah.
And that's what those horses are trained to do. And that's what they're trained to do today. Their dance, as it was.
I was just gobsmacked by the whole thing.
Tom, I don't know if he ignored orders or whether he just moved them on his own.
It was Patton. He ignored
It was
her.
Patton, yeah. Well, Dan, you're one up on me. I've ridden a lot of horses, never ridden an elephant, have no desire to ride
I've ridden
one.
elephants, I've ridden buffalo, I've ridden camels, and I'll stick on a horse.
Yeah.
I did pass on the ostrich though, because I had an opportunity to ride an ostrich. I said, hell no. And ostriches,
We were down at the at Giza, and we had a day off in the crew. We decided to go down there. So they took us down in one of their armored trucks, and one of my kids on the crew decided he wanted to ride a camel. Well, he got spit on and bit.
Yeah.
But he rode the camel, and he came limping back over, goes, "Who's next?" And we all went, "None of us." We get back on the bus, we leave now.
Somebody asked Eeyore and Woad something that my DNA comes right out of the Hebrides, both inner and outer Hebrides in Scotland. And Hebrides are where the Celts and the Vikings got together and made babies.
Yeah.
So I'm good either way.
Ostriches read the intel briefing by the Celts.
Oh, ostriches taste good.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say. I like
One ostrich egg feed a family of 42.
an ostrich drumstick is a hell of a thing to see on the spit.
Yeah.
And good. Ostrich meat's good.
Oh, that's
Ostrich is
right,
good
Rick.
meat.
They did have those damn camels up there north of San Diego. Was that at Encinitas, I think?
Camels.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Kilt and horned helmet. Plodding along ship road.
Yep. Okay, that's what the Hebrides.
Emus are just they're dumber and feistier than ostrich.
Yeah, emus are ostriches with switchblades.
Yeah.
Yeah, ostrich meat is really good. Makes fantastic chili. Of course,
David said ostrich is good, but I prefer goose. You can taste the hate. And we're on food. Here we go.
Of course. Of course. Differs. Did the toddler eat one melatonin gummy or more than one melatonin gummy?
Yeah, Drang, I see you. You were as smart as I was and missed that.
2 gummies. Well, when your toddler wakes up in 2 days, he's gonna be jazzed.
Yeah, think.
He will get a lot of good rest.
Yeah. It is the perfect time of year to discuss food. Yes.
It is my favorite time of year. Soups, chilies, and stews. Rita's not a big soup and chili fan or stew fan. I am. I freaking love. I love putting together a stew or a nice thick soup. If you have to use a spoon to eat my soups, I get upset. I prefer you use a fork. I love putting a good thick stew or soup in a slow cooker and just eating on it for a day or two.
Yeah. Well, I did that with that roast. It came out pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Oh, he's teething and growing and sick. Yeah. Gummies.
Gummies.
Chili, good. Yeah.
Oh, fridge soup. Well, okay. I have made a bad fridge soup once. Yeah, okay. Fridge soup and what the hell is that Korean cabbage?
Kimchi.
Kimchi. Don't put kimchi in fridge soup. Just Take my word on this. Don't do it. Um,
Cherry Benadryl pie makes for a peaceful holiday. So not only do you get the tryptophan coma, you also get the Benadryl coma.
but and I've lost my glow stick.
Yeah, well, we will not do a show on Thursday since that is Thanksgiving.
You want to do one on Friday?
If we wake up in time.
Point.
Yeah. We may do one on Friday. But
Fridge soup. Fridge soup is you take some meat, usually a chicken or a something with a lot of bones in it, and you stick it in slow cooker overnight, and then you grab all the veggies that are left over in the fridge and throw them in there, and that's fridge soup.
Yeah.
Fridge soup, fish out the bones. Trust me, just fish out the bones. Fridge soup is fantastic. I made some fridge soup with some venison leftovers, venison neck. Rita had cooked it and did a fantastic job, but there's still a lot of meat on there. So we threw it in a slow cooker and left it overnight until the bones were falling apart, fished the bones out, then threw whatever leftover veggies in the fridge soup.
yeah,
Ooh.
kimchi is not tasty. Kimchi is
Kimchi is tasty, but not in fridge soup.
no. Winkle Red, I think you're right. I have eaten kimchi once in self-defense on a Korean destroyer. So no.
Peter Grant married John Hearn. Thank God for Ogre Befell. Oh, perform the ceremony.
Yeah.
Precision in language is a good thing.
Sorry, Freeman. We don't serve. And it's a little long to come for lunch. Roasted macaroni and cheese in a fridge soup. Fake cheese goes bad. Yes, that is true.
Fridge soup. Fridge soup is just meat that's cooked overnight, so you get a nice thick broth, and then whatever veggies are left over in the fridge.
French soup is water, pretty much.
Mm.
Commas save lives. Yeah.
It's like I didn't realize that Peter was in a multi-polygamous relationship.
Yeah. The menu for Thursday is going to be
Food.
large turkey,
Food.
cooked the normal way, smoked turkey breast, which got to get up at old dark fucking 30 to do that. Ham. Are we getting tamales?
I don't know. My tamale dealer has not showed up. And the place that we used to get tamales when the tamale dealer Flate isn't doing tamale is moved.
Chewy's?
No, the Chewy's, it's way past the date for
Yeah.
reservation date for Chewy's.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the place over in Jacksboro.
Yeah.
That's where I used to get tamales, was that Mexican market on, what the hell was it called?
Michoacan.
Michoacoa. La Michoacoa. It moved. It left. And it's
Yeah.
a chain. And it left Wichita.
Yeah.
It's like, how the hell does a chain Mexican grocery store leave Wichita Falls?
Well, when their rent's so friggin' high, they
Yeah,
don't want to
point.
pay it.
Yeah, point.
Mac and cheese, also vegetable Cracker Barrels. Yes, that's true. And they actually do a good mac and cheese.
In for a session.
Freeman, we do drug deal tamales out here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you don't know about drug deal tamales. Okay. The local county health boards, inspectors have a case the ass at people selling tamales that don't have a license. Well, a whole bunch of little old Mexican grandmothers refuse to get a license because no. So what happens is you'll get somebody in a parking lot will walk up and go, "Hey, how much you want?" And you say, "I'll take a dozen." And you get this lovely little tinfoil wrapped bundle of goodness with a dozen steamed, still warm tamales.
Yes.
And I can pound down half of them before I get to the stoplight. And we call them drug deal tamales. It looks like a drug deal. And people used to look at me kind of squirrely when I said that, the county health inspector would do that. And surely it wouldn't bother grandma. It was like, it's like, independent businesses somebody down in Ector County
Yeah.
the health inspector in Ector County ticketed and jailed grandma for her drug deal tamales.
Oh.
Yeah, that made national news.
And David says, live in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. We do drug deal niches here. Okay.
I'll put your niches up against our drug deal tamales.
Yeah. 50 ducats on the abuela against the health inspectors.
Oh,
Yeah. Viva la Chanca.
there was a case where a retired law enforcement type who may be at this table, but might not be, was actually present when a local inspector gave the abuela that supplied the jail a ration of crap, and the jailers and the road deputies paid her fine, and then lined up at her pickup to buy all her tamales while giving the inspector the stink eye, and he couldn't get back up for a week.
Drug deal empanadas and DFW.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Rita got an empanada from somewhere the other day. I need to find out where the hell she got that.
Remember the ones we found that day? Oh, God, they were
Indicator?
good. Yeah.
Argentini empanadas. You had to buy them because she made a certain number and then she stopped every day. A certain number of empanadas and she was done. And we got in at the tail end of it. And it's like, okay.
We went to order more and they were out.
And they were out. It's like, you don't get a plate full of empanadas the first time because I've had bad empanadas before. So let's get one, see how, and we got one. It was great. It was also the last one that she made that day.
Yeah, for even roadside barbecue and a PI. Yes. Usually it was monkey, but it might be other things.
Somebody on North Texas Troublemakers, I think Jesse Barrett, posted a monkey cartoon.
Yeah.
And it tagged me in it because I loathe those little shits.
Yeah.
Monkeys are Satan's own ballsack. They are the devil's oven mitts. They're furry little serial killers with diseases science doesn't have a name for yet. They're sadistic little psychotic bastards. And I dislike monkeys greatly. And apparently that's the big thing lately is poke me on monkeys.
Yeah. Niches, tamales, and drug deal egg rolls. That'd make a good meal. I'm making empanadas, using up some leftovers. Cedar.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Health inspector versus a mob of abuelas. I know who I'm going to bet on. Yeah.
No kidding. No, he did. It's this guy down in Ector County. He made national news popping grandma abuelita for selling unlicensed tamales, and everybody, I got tagged on thing like 50 times. I didn't believe your drug deal tamale story.
Yeah.
Seriously, guys.
And Tom says roadside barbecue in Russia. Don't ask, don't tell. Yeah.
Monkeys. Monkeys the reason God gave us napalm.
My last drang. No shit, there I was. My last tour in Korea. Big roadside food stand was cornbread, just like your grandmother made.
I have questions.
In Korea?
I
Okay.
have questions. Does everybody know about the drive-by zucchinis? People around here will grow zucchinis in their yards because it's something you do. You grow zucchinis, and they get too many.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with various other squashes. You wind up with this metric butt ton of zucchinis. And what they start doing is they'll put them in paper bags. And I swear to God, there was right down the street from where Rita and I live is a funeral home. And somebody was burying somebody. And a third somebody that had way too many zucchinis sacked up all their extra zucchinis. And every open door, they sat a bag of zucchini on the seat.
Yeah.
And they come out after burying grandpa or uncle or you creepy little Joe, and they've got a bag of zucchini and they just appeared in their car.
Yeah.
That's the drive-by zucchinis. It happens. I mean, don't park in a churchyard in zucchini season.
Yeah.
And leave your window down. You'll come back, your car will sprout of zucchinis.
Zucchinis or onions or tomatoes or something.
I don't mind the onions so much. Or I love the taters. Zucchini. It's
Squash, zucchinis, yeah. That was the thing, because everybody would grow them, and it got to the point at church you would always lock your car, which was the only time you ever locked it, to protect yourself from getting more vegetables than you were giving away. Canning is extremist content. Why? Deep fried zucchini. Yeah.
Wrote a poem about making new friends just in a place to get rid of the zucchini. I'm serious.
The other thing with this, the zucchini is good is in Japanese style cooking.
I was say a cannon.
You know, the problem is unless you get a straight one, you got a problem getting it out.
Well, that's the thing of it is, the first bag of zucchini, it's like poor Rita when she moved,
Tempura. Thank you, Jesse.
when she moved up here, poor Rita, she left her window down and got a bag. It's like, oh my God, the zucchini just appeared. It's like, roll up your window, sweetheart.
Yeah.
She does this roast zucchini. It's fantastic. She made roast zucchini. She made zucchini bread. And then she went back out. There's another bag in her car. And another bag. And another bag. And sooner or later, you just got to shotgun the bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, David, yours is gonna. Well, we're not having lentils, but I think we are about the same stage you are.
We keep getting more people.
Yeah, I think we're up to 15 or 16 now.
We keep getting more people.
Sounds like a creature in a horror story. The zucchini that came from the
Yeah. The first bag's not bad. The 100th bag, you're tired of zucchini.
Yeah.
And they do. People around here, I don't know what it is. They will wind up with 3,000 metric butt tons of zucchini off of one plant. And then instead of getting rid of it, they just give it away.
Good for you, Differ. Sometimes it's nice to just not have to worry about it. And the even nicer thing is you don't have to deal with any leftovers.
Ooh, I like leftovers.
Of course, with the number of people we've got coming, I'm not sure we're going to have any leftovers.
And I love turkey. I can eat turkey all week long and twice on Sunday. I like turkey. Done right. I like turkey. I'm a carnivore. And plus turkeys are stupid, so I feel good when I eat them.
Yeah. You ever try to hunt one of them son bitches?
Yes.
They are not stupid when you're hunting them.
That's a whole different species of bird.
Yeah.
The domestic turkey is a stupid bird. The wild turkey, not so much.
Yeah. Self-reliance is right-wing extremist. Okay. Same thing for fish.
Did you see that
That's interesting.
a friend of ours, Kat Stevens, Kat Ainsworth, nice lady. She's a gun rider.
Yeah.
And a hell of a huntress.
With pistols. Large pistols.
Pistols, ARs. She's a hell of a huntress. She did a post on Facebook showing her shelf of deer broth.
Yeah.
Or venison broth.
Oh,
My
yeah.
God. Oh.
Yeah, Ben Franklin wanted the national bird to be the wild turkey, not the bald eagle. You know, I could actually go for that because them some bitches are wily enough.
Except when they're not.
Well, they know when it's hunting season even more than the doves do.
Or they know when I'm asleep, apparently, because if I fall asleep in a deer stand, I'll wake up a turkey parked on the end of the muzzle wondering if I'm okay.
Oh, somebody sent me a picture the other day, and it's not photoshopped, of a guy sitting there with his rifle, sound asleep, and the deer, literally 10-point buck, with his head inside the blind, cocked, looking at him. It's not photoshopped. It's a real picture.
I've had it happen to me.
Yeah, next month we get to go after Rupert again.
Yes, I'm going to get that little shit. That little purple or prehistoric. He's toast.
Best part of the turkey's the skin. Yes. Brown skin on a turkey is excellent.
Just turkey. And I love taking a smoked turkey breast. And when I'm done stuffing myself sandwiches, cutting up the rest of it into chunks and making stew out of it.
Rupert is what we call it. Gay
Okay.
little bastard of a buck.
All right. The first year we were down at a hunting place, the the guy that owns the place doesn't like, he doesn't want the yearlings or the babies shot. I can see why. So there I am in my blind looking at this nice patch of persimmons. And I noticed this flock of yearlings come bouncing out of the thicket with this, what was he, 4-point that year?
Yeah.
Nice
4 point.
4-point buck in the middle of them. And every time I got a sight on that little shit, a yearling would pop up between me and him. Well, I thought, okay, that's a hell of a coincidence. And they move off, never get an angle, little shit. And then next thing you know, I got Jim going, if the friggin' babies would get out of the way, I'd get him. It was Rupert again.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He was a yearling that year.
I think it's a 4-point.
Yeah, he was a yearling, but he was still a 4 point.
So next year, okay, I look up and there's some more babies, little baby fawns. Ding, 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 ding. No doe, Rupert. So either he's a pedophile or he's making a lot of spare change babysitting. Anyway, so he moves through the persimmons and with these little bouncing Disney babies. I can't get an angle on those shit. I was about to take a headshot. I never had shoot deer. I was about to headshot all those shit. He looks at me and they wander off. And next thing I start getting texts from Jim. Son of a bitch, he's back. Babysitting, fuck. So a year after that, he's an 8-point. He's an 8-point. I'm going to whack that, except I can't get an angle around all the babies he's got around him.
And
So-
I never saw him that year.
So either he's a pedophile or he's licensed by the state of Texas to babysit.
Hey, Julie. Yeah. There is a story in there about Rupert. Rupert is a trans doe.
I'm going for a high hide. I'm going to try for a high hide this year.
Yeah.
I've been using ground hides. I'm going to try for a high hide this year so I get an angle.
Yeah.
And if I can put one through a shoulder blade, I got it.
Yeah. Well, folks, we've wasted another hour of your time
Holy
today.
crap, we have.
Don't plan on us being here Thursday. We'll try for Friday.
Maybe.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the time with the family, even the crazy uncle.
Drang, we count all the points on the deer. We don't
Yep.
count half. I'm not sure if that's Eastern or Western, but
Yeah.
if there's 8 points on him, he's an 8-point deer.
Yep. Y'all have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Be safe. Enjoy the food. Drive safe if you got to travel. And remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Be safe, guys.
We'll see you. Bye-bye.